excited to see both these riders at the back of the field, but Kelvin Tatum really has made this much better ride from Trevor Banks in second place. Mitch Godden also up in third place, but he's now got Steve Schofield to deal with. Scully goes through on the inside, Chasey's after second as well. Knows he's done enough. Sure, as he goes into the last lap. Trevor Banks still there in second. Steve Schofield starting to get closer though. Knows he's only got one more lap to do it. Negotiators, we see the checkered flag and it's number one Tatum takes it once again. Who's going to get this second? It's going to be close to the line. Trevor Banks takes it. Steve Schofield takes third. And Mitch Godden in fourth. Then the first of the fourth leg rides and a win for rider number one, Kelvin Tatum. In second place, number 12, Trevor Banks. In third place, number 3, Steve Schofield. In fourth place, number 9, Mitch Godden. In fifth place, number 11, Uppie. No other finishers there. The winning time, 121.36, 121.36, 54.38. They're averaging 54.38. Goes in this one. It was Doncaster was sitting in fourth place coming into this ride. Remember that there's only 6 riders that go in the Big A final. So riders like number 10, Groen, know they've got to score well this time. Simon Cross also. And Bernd Diener I'd forgotten about. He's sitting on 18 points, so knows he needs a good result this time. Diener, and in sixth place, number 7, Clayton. 122.48 was the winning time, 122.48, 53.64 was the average speed. The gate conditions. On a maximum 30 points. And I've forgotten about Andy Tell. He's on 28 points. So he in fact was in second place, the point scoring. So he goes in this one as well. Tony Dart and Glen Phillips together on 26 points. Glen we see in race 29. For Mark Giles, he felt the back wheel go round and then the rest of the riders will obviously make their way back to the start for the rerun. Tony Dart. In fourth place, number 110, that's Rumsey. And in fifth place, number 73, that's Julian Phipps. And sixth place, number 114, Paul Austin, the reserve, coming in. The winning time was 126.66 and the speed 51.05. So we move on to race 29. We stay with the national solos. We should be seeing Richard Smith, Glen Phillips, Paul Knott, Chris Tritton and Phil Ashcroft. Not forgetting John Jefferries, who I was just checking to see whether he was going to be there. He missed his third ride. needed to go those long journeys around those bends this afternoon. He's certainly working for his money this afternoon. Then Phillips looking back. Again gets himself in trouble, throws himself in that bend. He really does commit that machine. Phil Ashcroft still comfortably leading, but Brent Phillips perhaps feeling a bit of pressure. Into this top end. Phil Knott goes a long way round, but he's left out this time, very close to the boards by me. And that certainly spurred Glen Phillips on, because he looks to be going for the lead as he goes round the outside. Then he's got the checkered flag greeting him as he comes down past us this time, and it is going to be a win for Glen Phillips. He takes it. Bill Ashcroft in second, Knott in third, Tritton in fourth. Race 29. It was a win for rider number 42. A terrific ride from Glen Phillips. In second place, number 83, Phil Ashcroft. In third place, number 29, Paul Knott. In fourth place, number 31, Tritton. And fifth place, number 33, Richard Smith. The winning time, 1:28.84, 1:28.84, 49.8 is the average speed. Richard Thomas, they're both on 15 points, so they know a reasonable ride in this last heat should ensure a place in the final. But it's all very, very close, because Mick Toll is on 14, Dave Steer is on 14, Ivor Matthews is on 13, John Hiscock on 12, Sean Conway-Baker on 10, and then Tim Bennett and Rob Wilson on 9. Underway and into that first turn is John Halsey on the inside, and I think he's got his nose in front as they go in that first turn. Paul Johnson is up in second place, Ivor Matthews in third. Ivor Matthews round the outside of Paul Johnson. Ivor Matthews has gone very, very wide. He's left a big gap on the inside of him, but nobody's managed to get on the inside of it. But it is John Halsey and Jason Glen who look very much in control this afternoon. Once again, out in front of Simon Wall in third, Rob Wilson in fourth at the moment. Paul Johnson has gone wide. Ivor Matthews had seen that. He closes right up on Paul Johnson. Rob Wilson still there in the fourth place, looking for gaps, looking for ways through. Gets close to Ivor Matthews. Absolutely perfect for this afternoon's conditions. One more lap to go for John Halsey. Now Paul Johnson is having a very good ride this time. He sits in second place. As we go into the checkered flag, it's maximum points all the way around for John Halsey and Jason Glen. A win, his fourth this afternoon, John Halsey and Jason Glen. It's outfit number 13. In second place, number 7 is Paul Johnson and Dave French. In third place, number 15, Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. In fourth place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In fifth place, number 1, Craig Cheetham and Clyde Reynolds. The winning time was 1:29.76, 1:29.76, 49.29 is that average speed. So as we look to race 31, we can see that Vaughan Roberts has come to the line. So as a reserve, I assume that he's taking the place of Duncan Tolhurst again, who we haven't seen since those early rides. Number 11, Kenny Hamill and John Richards, after those early terrific rides, of course, have got a very strong chance of being in the big final. Hiscock, in fact, has made the best of the stars with Vaughan Roberts, who gets to the front as they go into that first turn. So Vaughan Roberts it is, they go wide. John Hiscock and Jason Kenny Hamel and John Richards in third at the moment. So can John Hiscock make this one his? Can he get a place in the final from this ride? Looks to go round the outside. Vaughan Roberts and Terry Madley still with the lead though, as John Hiscock and Jason Gill have been forced to go wide. They've gone a long way round, they've got the speed. Again, you can see that John Hiscock has been forced to stay wide. Oh, it's a long, lonely way round on the outside like that, but you see that John Hiscock has made the best of it. Now this could get interesting because you can see exactly again what's happening. Kenny Hamel has sensed that there's going to be gaps on the inside. Wide round Vaughan Roberts, and Kenny Hamel has actually seen that gap open up. He's got himself up into second. Gary Jackson is seeing the gaps as well, so he wants to get in on the action as well. So whilst Vaughan Roberts and Terry Madley have set the pace, John Hiscock has been forced to make all the moves. He left the gaps for Kenny Hamel. Tries to close the door to stop Gary Jackson coming through, and closes right up from Kenny Hamel in that bottom turn. Kenny Hamel and John Richards looking for the lead as they come towards the checkered flag. It's going to be a win for Vaughan Roberts. It's second for Kenny Hamel and John Richards, and third for John Hiscock. Our reserves coming in, that's outfit number 20, that's Vaughan Roberts and Terry Madley. In second place, number 11, that's Kenny Hamel and John Richards. I think they've done enough to get themselves into the final. In third place, number 184 is John Hiscock and Jason Gill. And in fourth place, number 23, that's Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh. In fifth place, number 93, that's of course the outfit of Andy Simons and Sean Yates. The winning time, 131.89. 131.89, the speed 48.14, that average speed, because they've had 4 rides and 4 wins. I've equally got Kenny Hamel and John Richards, they've got 21 points, but going in this one, all 4 of these crews could make it into the final. 6 Russelling, 60 Richard Thomas, 62 McTurrell, 17 Dave Steer. I'm sure the crew of Ivor Matthews and Simon Ward are watching this one closely, because if you've been working out the points, we've just realised that the 4 outfits I'm mentioning, Dave Steer, Richard Thomas, Mick Tyrrell and Russell Ing, they've all in theory got to finish in the first 3. Now that in practice can't happen, so one of them is going to miss out. And at the moment we've got no Dave Steer, have we? No, we don't suspect that we're going to be seeing Mark Edwards. Tim Bennett, of course, could be a spoiler here, because if he scores well, then he possibly could put 2 riders out of the final. So promises to be an interesting heat. We'll watch what happens as they go round. One thing for sure, the drivers know exactly what they've got to do. They've got to be in that first or second place to be sure of a place in the final. Kinchin that he's going around the outside, cuts back underneath, and now looks for the inside line of the exit. You can see exactly what happened. He's forced Mitch on. Mitch has gone very, very wide. There could be a gap on the inside for Richard Thomas. He's certainly got the line going into this top end. Mitch has to adjust his line and he's approaching to that top end because Richard Thomas was where he wanted to go. In second and third, rustling, making sure of a place in the final as he comes up towards us, takes the last lap flag. Mick Toll has now established himself in that second place, but one thing for sure, he won't expect Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley to get that up easily. They'll know what's onto the surface, and as we come towards the checkered flag, confirmation then that as Russell Ring and Graham Ashby take the win, we'll see them in the final. Pretty sure if my arithmetic's correct, we're going to see Mick Toll as well. Last heat of all the classes, a win for outfit number 6, Rustling and Graham Ashby. That's outfit number 6. In second place, number 62, that's Mick Toll and Tony Baisby. And in third place, number 60, that of course is Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. Fourth place there, number 12, Tim Bennett and Steve Hargreaves. No other finishers, the winning time was 129.88, 129.88, speed 49.22. Let's give you once again the full lineup. 6 competitors going in this, the national class. Malcolm Simmons, Andy Self, and Phillips, Tony Dart, Phil Ashcroft and Chris Tritton. Necessary. Now I mentioned earlier on that in all these finals the gate position will be picked in order from those qualifying top of the points. Now Malcolm Simmons and Andy Sell were equal points qualifying. Looks as if Andy Sell was the one that won the toss of the coin or whatever it was. He gets first choice and he goes straight into the bay where our starter is standing. Malcolm Simmons is making his decision. He comes out a little bit further. Glen Phillips also trying to stay with Tony Dart. Watching where he goes. Malcolm Simmons using every inch of the circuit. He's going to make it difficult for him to catch him. We may have to see him giving Malcolm Simmons a challenge, but with no Andy Sell there, Malcolm Simmons looks determined to make this one. Still that battle going on second, third and fourth. Watching what's going on in front of him. Malcolm Simmons though goes into his last lap using every ounce of experience Malcolm Simmons has got into the pit end very, very carefully indeed. Here he goes. Looking to try and get second off the last turn. The checkered flag goes to Malcolm Simmons. It's close to second, but Phil Ashcroft takes it. Tony Knott in third place. Tritton comes through for fourth, and there's problems for Glen Phillips as he coasts across the line. But our first winner this afternoon of our first final is, of course, the local star himself, the man that's been right to the top of the world. He's still competing out there, he's still showing them how to do it. Malcolm Simmons. Malcolm Simmons comes round once more to receive the congratulations. Let's give you the official result of the first of our finals, race 33 in your programme. A win for rider number 40, Malcolm Simmons. In second place, number 83, Phil Ashcroft. In third place, number 77, Tony Knott. In fourth place, number 31, Tritton. In fifth place, number 42, Glen Phillips, and the winning time, 2:10.16. 2:10.16. That equates to an average over the 6 laps of 51 miles an hour exactly. So they're averaging 50 miles an hour. What on earth sort of speeds are they doing going down the straights? Malcolm Simmons returns the checkered flag to our finishing marshal. And for the sidecars, the consolation final, well, it's easy for me to use those sort of words, but really would you expect this to be a B final? It's going to be competed between number 184, John Hiscock and Jason Gill. Number 17, Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock, who we didn't see in their last ride, and now he does come out in the B final. That's good to see. Number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Number 12, Tim Bennett, Steve Hargreaves. Number 7, Paul Johnson, Dave French. Now we were told that number 23, Gary Jackson, wouldn't be able to go, so in fact number 20 is coming out. That's Vaughan Roberts and Terry Madden. As they go into that first turn, John Hiscock has gone with him. Dave Steer is up there as well. You've got John Hiscock on the inside. Out the inside of Dave Steer so quickly. I really thought he could overshoot that bottom bend, but he keeps hold of it. He sits there in fourth place as Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. I'm sure will be disappointed they're not in that Big A final, but have they sorted out with it? Third place at the moment. Paul Johnson has gone very quickly into that bottom bend. He goes very, very wide indeed. Paul Roberts has come up on the inside of him. And Tim Bennett, in fact, has closed up on third place, Dave Steer. But Rob Wilson is behind him now. At the moment, he's got a enough margin on third place, Dave Steer. And keep it like that, that's exactly where he's going to finish. Tim Bennett wants to have a go at third, goes round the outside of Dave Steer. Oh, that's a very, very be able to follow him. And there's problems with Dave's steer as he puts his hand in the air. As they go into the last lap. John Ashcroft and Jason Gill once again are having another good ride here at Tunbridge. They hold second place. Good scrap still going on. Outfit number 24, Wilson and Tony Miles. John Ashcroft and Jason Gill take second. Paul Johnson and Dave French take third. Tim Bennett, Steve Hargraves in fourth. Come round to receive the congratulations. This was race 34 in your programme. Let's give you the official result then of race 34. It was a win for outfit number 24, Ron Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place, number 184, John Hiscock and Jason Gill. In third place, number 7, Paul Johnson and Dave French. In fourth place, number 12, Tim Bennett, Steve Hargraves. In fifth place, number 20, on reserves coming in, Vaughan Roberts and Terry Madley. The winning time, 2:12.99, 2:12.99, and equates to 49.91 miles per hour. Number 10, Nick Groen. Number 12, Trevor Banks. Number 9, Mitch Godden. Number 5, Vince Kinchin. And number 7, Clayton Williams. He chose a very central gate. Now that's right on the racing line. You always have the risk that somebody on your outside is going to go the long way around that first bend. And in fact, Phipps deciding that he's going to come right out in gate 5. Definitely certainly close as Trevor Banks has moved up closer to him. So, Uppie boss thought that perhaps he should have been over by now. Very, very wide in this Trevor Banks. Got problems now. Uppie boss trying to come through on the inside. Kinchin can see there's all sorts of things going on. Trevor Banks gets to the front and holds it as he goes into the last lap. Uppie boss still there in second. Kinchin now goes around the outside of him. Mechanical problem that Uppie boss has hit because he's going backwards at the moment. As we see the checkered flag go, it is a win for Trevor Banks. He's enjoyed that one. Kinchin takes second, Mitch Godden in third, Uppie boss in fourth, and Groen in fifth place. Race 35, and indeed a tremendous consolation final, and I'm sure pleased a lot of local supporters that he's done it once again. He's let us know that he's still a man in contention. The winner of race 35, the International Solo B final, number 12, Trevor Banks. In second place, number 5, Kinchin. In third place, number 9, Mitch Godden. In fourth place, number 11, that's Uppie boss. And in fifth place, number 10, Mick Groen. The winning time was 208.50, and equates to 51.66 miles per hour. 51.66, 208.50. Now, I hope you've enjoyed the racing you've seen this afternoon. We've got the two big finals to come. The first of those finals is race 36 in your programme. It's with the 1000cc sidecars, and the lineup for the 1999 Battle of Britain is going to be number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Number 6, Rustling and passenger Graham Ashby. Number 11, Kenny Hamill and John Richards. Number 60, Richard Thomas and Kevin Woodley. Number 62, Mick Turrell and Tony Baisby. Number 15, Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. So 6 very, very quick, very confident sidecar drivers go in race 36. This, the big Battle of Britain final. Oh, we know that John Halsey gets first choice of gate. Jason checking what line he should take. The line that they want to take. They're changing in line, I think. I think they decided that they're going to take effectively a gate control. Jason just making that final decision on which line to take. But they've got an outfit on the track. You've got a yellow Rustling and Graham Ashby in second. They can now race on this part of the circuit, and Rustling goes through. John Halsey's hit problems as they go past me. John Halsey pulls out with problems, and Rustling takes over the lead. Ivor Matthews is up the Rustling and Graham Ashby. Up in third place, Kenny Hamill in fourth. But all eyes at the moment on those front two as Ivor Matthews is desperately trying to find a way that he can be quicker either. No, they'll take the advantage if they leave a gap. Into the top turn they go, Rustling and Graham Ashby is the still lead. Down the back straight they go. Last week may well know that it was a busy week for them. The outfit literally took off last weekend. It absolutely wrecked when it was loaded. Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall get second, Mick and Tony Basley get third, Kenny Hamill and John Richards in fourth. But if you watch and if you've been enjoying the race meetings already this year, you'll know Russell kept going when all seemed to be against him. At the big international at North Bar, it was a throttle cable that let him down when he was leading the final. At the Wingborne last week, he looped it in the air, and indeed he's had a lot of work to do to rebuild it. But we've always known that outfit is a very quick and a very managed, capable rider on it. They proved it this afternoon. They've taken the 1999 Battle of Britain. To race this season, it looked as if it wasn't going to be worth it, but they've turned the tables today. They picked up their first big national result. So indeed, as Rustling and Graham Ashby go round, let's give you the official result of race 36. It was the 1999 Battle of Britain sidecar final, and it was won by outfit number 6, Rustling and Graham Ashby. In second place, number 15, Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. In third place, number 62, Mick and Tony Basley. In fourth place, number 11, the Cornish crew of Kenny Hamill and John Richards. The winning time was 2:13.95. 2:13.95, that equates to 49.55 miles per hour as an average. 1999. The contenders for this final and for the title will be number 1, Kelvin Tatum, number 8, Joe Screen, number 3, Steve Schofield, number 6, Jeremy Doncaster, number 4, Simon Cross, and from Germany, number 2, Bernd Diener. That's the 6. You've seen them all afternoon. Where would you put your money? 6, 7, 7 riders. The first choice of gate will, of course, course, go to Kelvin Tatum. Second, Joe Screen. Third, Steve Schofield. Fourth choice, Jeremy Doncaster. Fifth, Simon Cross. And sixth, Bernd Diener. Fantastic performance from Kelvin Tatum. He is the 1999 Battle of Britain International winner. Watching him ride here at the Tunbridge circuit, and all the time he's putting up performances like that. We know that the track is absolutely superb. That's the sort of performance it can be. the official result then of race 37, the last race this afternoon, the Battle of Britain International Solo Final. A win for number 1, Kelvin Tatum. In second, number 8, Joe Screen. In third, number 3, Steve Schofield. In fourth, number 2, Fred Diener. In fifth, number 4, Simon Cross. And in sixth place, number 6, Jeremy Doncaster. The winning time was 2:01.02, 2:01.02, 54.85 they average.
Now, Dennis, have we got anybody to present the awards, or am I going to give them out? I think the answer to that is I'm going to give them out. Right, so I think you'll all agree with me that it was a bit of a wait, wasn't it, for the first meeting here at the boarded circuit, but well worth the wait. Fantastic racing all afternoon, a lot of qualifying to get through, and then some superb finals on top of it all. As expected now, I think we expect the track to be perfect. I think you'll agree with me that what they've done during the weeks is prepare this circuit so superbly that you can see racing like we've seen this afternoon. Absolutely fantastic. On behalf of the Tunbridge Club, I think you'll agree that it's been a terrific Battle of Britain in 1999 and some very worthy victors coming up here to receive their awards. We start with the support event, which was the National Solo, and I want a very big round of applause for the guy that we're going to get up here because he's been racing, I won't embarrass him and say how many years, but it's quite a few. He is, of course, from this part of the world, the fabulous Malcolm Simmons. Dennis. Oh, look. He's going to let me down straight away, look. Now come on, you should be used to this after all these years. What do you mean you've forgotten? Well, I'll let the pictures get taken first of all. But then I've got to have a quick word with you, Malcolm, because you've just said laughingly there you've forgotten about winning, but you haven't really, have you?
No, obviously I enjoy winning, you know, but it gets harder every year, you know. But I keep coming here, I enjoy it, and well, Ray gave me the ultimatum today. If I didn't win today, I didn't get in the burn-up, so I had to win it.
Well, indeed, you had to win it. I didn't realise there was an extra little incentive on there, so we're going to see you back at the burn-up yet again.
Oh, it depends whether he goes back on his word now, but hopefully, yeah.
Well, hopefully indeed. I've got to say, obviously, from our point of view, it looked like the track racing conditions were superb.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, I didn't get out too far, I didn't have to, you know, and where I was riding, I thought if anyone's going to get by me, they've got to go in the muck, and I'll stay where I am, and it worked for me. I was making good starts and really enjoyed it, yeah.
Really enjoyed it indeed. Very well done. In the support class, the National Solo, the winner, Malcolm Simmons. Right, I think we're sorted, so we can go on to the two major classes, and we start with the sidecars, of course, and I think you'll agree that you've probably heard me say this far too many times now, but we really have got such a superb class of sidecars now that I don't think anybody can predict who's going to do the winning when we start the day. Absolutely fantastic once again here. They know that they can push it to the limit on this circuit. We've seen top class racing. It was tough to get up here in the 1, 2, 3, but I'm sure you're going to get a big round of applause for third place finishers Mick Toral and Tony Baisley.
Don't say that,
No, I don't. What do you mean they're not used to it? I'm sure they're going to get used to it. All the way up the end, Nella. And it's this one here. But before you go up there, Mick, I want to have a quick word because Saw you down the qualifier in Cornwall. Good ride there.
Yeah.
But that was sensational this afternoon.
Yeah, lovely track, isn't it? Beautiful track. It's just one of the best rides I've had here, I think.
The best rides you've had here are obviously equipment now tip-top, and you're able to compete with the top boys.
Seems that way, Jim. I'll just keep my fingers crossed, I think. Yes.
Well, indeed, fingers crossed. I won't let anybody forget that he was 40 today. Does he look it? Prompt an answer there, and I was bound to get one. Well done indeed. Then the third place finishers, Mick Towell and Tony Baisby. That's it. Got to have the photos. Right, we move on to second place then. And I think that in the past what I've said is these guys must have had the record for the most bad luck at this circuit. Perhaps it's all turned round. No, not quite winning this afternoon, but a very good second place. Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. Oh, here we go. Simon. Up that end. No, I'll not let you jump up on there because I want a quick word, Ivor. 2 bikes, I think, today, wasn't it?
Yeah, I would have, to be honest, I would have preferred to ride the grass bike, but the big end went in the second heat, so I had to pinch my bike back off Alan and start setting it up again. And we finally got it right for the final because it was handling like a pig for the last 2 heats, but all came fairly good in the end.
All came fairly good, and I think the one thing I've got to share with this crowd, I don't know whether they heard me earlier on, but a little announcement was made Thursday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, wife produced me a fantastic little daughter, so she's still in hospital unfortunately, so she couldn't be here today, but I'm sure she'll be on the phone in a minute to find out what's been going on.
I'm sure she will, and indeed it'll be nice for you to be able to tell her that a fantastic second place to Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. Well, it means then that we've just got the number 1 spot to fill. And I think you're going to see 2 very excited characters coming up here because they've been trying, they've been turning up, they've been performing, but they've not got the results yet. It's all come good this afternoon though. They've got their name on the title of 1999 Battle of Britain, the winners of the sidecar competition, Russell Ing and Graham Ashby. Up the end there. Well, no, you don't jump up there yet, Russell, because I'm not climbing up there and falling off as I normally do. I'll get a few words. I mean, I've tried to sum it up the best I can, but it's been a bit of a dodgy start to the season, hasn't it?
Yeah, we had a bit of hard luck at Oxford and then upside down last week, and I've got to say thanks to Mick Steer because he's done a brilliant job for me. He's worked all week, he's got the bike straight, and I really can't thank him enough. He's just brilliant, really.
Well, absolutely brilliant, but it all come well. It looked as if it was very, very comfortable out there this afternoon.
Yeah, I didn't go too wide. I think I had the measure of John, but you know, John's always quick here. I don't know what had happened, but like, I just was hoping and praying nothing fell off this week, you know, so yeah, I'm pleased.
Well, nothing did fall off, Russell. Hopefully this is the start of many.
Hopefully, Jim.
Well done indeed. The winners of the Battle of Britain, they are of course Russell Ing and Graham Ashby. That's it, the photographer's got to do his bit now. If you didn't hear that, Tony said, how the hell am I going to fit on the end of there, look? That's it. So as they make their way off and we call up the winners of the solo event, let's give one more very big round of applause as they leave us. They are, of course, in third place, Mick Towell and Tony Baisby. In second, Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. And the winners overall, Russell Ing and Graham Ashby.
Just point out, last week was my first ever crash, and this is my first ever podium.
Now, Graham's just whispered in my ear that he said last weekend was his first ever crash. This weekend was his first ever podium position. So, things go in the right way, Graham. Right, we've got the solos obviously to be presented too. This is the Battle of Britain, and as I mentioned earlier on in the day, we've got the Maria Reynolds Trophy there in memory of Gary. So if you're about somewhere, Maria, could you join us? Now you said you'd set this up. Is Maria Reynolds about at all? Nobody moves. So you get nicely volunteered to do it. Right, as we've got the trophies, what we need now is some people to receive them. Well, I'm sure I'm going to get a very big round of applause for a guy that looked like he was really, really trying this afternoon, as indeed he always does. The little superstar himself, finishing in third place, Stevie Schofield. Yes, he is appearing. No, he hasn't gone home. Look. Up to the end then, mate. Cheers, I see you did it zipper. Up where? Up here. No, I'm not going to embarrass him. No, I'm quite happy to talk on one level. No, they was all winding me up a minute ago. But Steve, I've got to say, that looked very, very quick out there this afternoon.
Yeah, the weather they've had over the last couple of days, the track rode really good, really. You couldn't really fault it. It was obviously a bit awkward for the club trying to get the machinery on the track, and it's very difficult. But I think the people got their money's worth today. It was good racing. I think the right guy won the race, you know.
Well, indeed, I think I'll agree with you that people did get value for money, but you certainly had a good old effort out there.
Yeah, it was. You have to put a bit of a show on if you can, and it's always a good track here, and they're a good club, and they try hard, and they deserve a little bit of success. You know, it's a shame that they had the weather that they did today, and you know, for a brilliant track that it is, I think all the big events should be run here, really.
Well, indeed, I'm sure there's a lot of supporters that would agree with you. Well done indeed then, Steve. Third place this afternoon in the Battle of Britain. Your one and only Steve Schofield. Well, as I call up second place finisher, this is one rider that I know that there's a lot of you would love to see him on the grass track and the long tracks a lot more often. If he keeps riding like this, I think I can only agree with you. A fantastic second place to a guy that never gives up. It is, of course, Joe Screen. And I will get a quick word, Joe, before you go up there, but a lot of racing at the moment.
Yeah, I'm a little bit busy.
A little bit, I think, is a bit of an understatement, but you can still produce rides like that.
Yeah, I enjoyed today, you know, apart from the little crash I had, but you know, I always enjoy coming racing down here, and it's brilliant. Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant indeed. Well done indeed to second place finisher Joe Screen. Well, as we move on to first place, we've seen some very creditable names going on this trophy, but for 1999 it's a man that the record is far too long for even somebody like me to remember. He is number one, he is the world champion, he's now got yet another trophy to go on the mantelpiece, the winner of the 1999 Battle of Britain, Kelvin Tatum! Fit as well. There we go, mate. We've picked on a couple of things. Thank you. That's the important thing. Well, I don't know what to say to you, Kelvin, because really, having watched Sky for quite a few nights now, I think it should be you that's interviewing me nowadays, isn't it?
Okay, right, here we go.
I know I shouldn't have done
that. It was a little bit early. It's a bit wet early on, and how was your practice, really?
Well, my practice was as good as it always is.
Really?
Yeah, I take a long time getting out of bed in the morning.
That's enough of that.
Right, Kelvin, fantastic to see you out there racing again today, but I've got to ask you quickly, your opinion of this circuit?
Well, it's fantastic, really. It's a permanent venue, and the club here work extremely hard, and that's evident when you come. And I think that most riders that come here thoroughly enjoy it. Obviously, they had a bit of water last night that made it a little bit difficult early on, but you know, on the whole, I think the racing here is superb. and it's great to have a permanent track that you know what you're coming to every time.
Well, indeed, I think that's part of the secret, isn't it? That you can bring machinery here almost set up, ready to go, and it's just that final little tweak when you're here, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it's like on the continent, you're spoilt really, because you go to places like this every weekend. I know it's very difficult, but it would be lovely to be able to have sort of 3 or 4 venues over here that were of the same standard. But nonetheless, I'm like I said at Abingdon, I think it's brilliant that some clubs are making a big effort to stage international meetings this year, because I'm English and I like riding at home, and it's just down the road. You know, it's not such a big effort to get to some of the meetings, so it's nice to be able to do it.
Well, indeed, I totally agree with everything you've said, Kelvin. It would be fantastic to see more of these kinds of circuits, but while we've got Tunbridge here, it takes a lot to do the winning, and this afternoon your 1, 2, 3 have been Steve Schofield, Joe Screen and Kelvin Tatum. Yeah, sure. Well, hang on a minute. Before we get all the photographs, can we give him the other trophy as well? Because this is the Battle of Britain trophy. That one there is the Gary Reynolds Memorial Trophy you've got in your hand. And I'm sure a lot of you in the crowd here this afternoon remember Gary as a very talented rider. Missed sadly by all of us in the sport, but nice of the family to put up that fantastic trophy. And I'm sure they'll be very pleased with who it is that's taking it away this afternoon. Is that it? Right, then just one very big round of applause for the Tunbridge Club for organising this event. The 1, 2, 3 in the Battle of Britain, Steve Schofield, Joe Screen and Kelvin Tatum. It only remains for me to say that I hope you have enjoyed your racing this afternoon. The track in perfect condition once again. Have a very, very safe journey home. I hope we're going to see you at a grass track very soon. Thomas is holding a very, very tight line. But look at Nick Taylor around the outside. But it's John Hiscock that I think had the break into the first turn outside of Kenny Hamill and John Richards. That's a good corner from Kenny Hamill. He's forcing John Richards to go the long way round. Simon's still very, very close to John Hiscock. On the inside, and Andy Simons again goes very, very wide. Sean Conway-Baker in problems on the far. He hits the bill as he goes into that first turn. He's got Mark Giles and Malcolm Simmons go around the outside. Mark Giles Graham Ashby in second. They can now race on this part of the circuit, and Russell goes through. Those front two is over Matthew is desperately trying to find a way that he can be crystallised. Come towards the checkered flag. This is going to be what Russell and Graham Ashby have won before. Steve Schofield is there. He's made the best of the chance. Kelvin Tatum is away. Of the Battle of Britain, they are of course Russell and Graham Ashby. Do the winning, and this afternoon your 1, 2, 3 have been Steve Schofield, Joe Screen and Kelvin Tatum.